We have a foundation in Toronto, and it doesn't really apply to here. But that whole act of giving very much applies to here. You know, we spend a lot in supporting the arts here. We support small businesses. Some of them are charitable, some of them are good business. But it's really our belief that we should give back. And our belief starts here in Amherstburg. And so we're doing everything we can to make this a really beautiful and special small town. I realized my dream job, which was to run the Toronto Raptors, and I always said having the Leafs and FC Toronto was icing on the cake. So one night I was speaking at the University of Windsor, and the night after we met with friends, and someone said, "Oh, they're developing Boblo."
I said, "What is Boblo?" And the next morning we chose to drive along the river, and I was fascinated by the beauty of the drive, and then to arrive in Amherstburg and pull up at the dock and experience something for the first time. It was lovely. A bald eagle flew overhead. It was just really fantastic.
Small towns can get hollowed out, but we really knew that you had to have a reason to come to here, and that was to shop. And unique, well-executed shopping, being a longtime bibliophile and an author and loving bookstores and loving libraries, I said, why don't we do a bookstore? And we purchased this heritage building and restored it, and it's just a beautiful setting.
And I knew I wanted to do a candy shop, and I had spent a lot of the pandemic making candies at home and testing it out and buying equipment online so I could test different things. And we weren't sure what we were going to do in the other shop, but we were going to do something different. And Esther came to us, and she proposed opening Whitewood's Home, which is our lovely kitchen shop.
One of our criteria was we would only bring out stuff that did not exist in the town. It all had to be incremental. And there wasn't a little bakery, and we didn't want to get up. Colleen
Well, we thought we would open the bakery, and then we realized
they get up at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't get up. Sometimes I go to bed at 3. I don't get up at 3.
So we built the building, and we have wonderful bakers, and Anna and Simon. So those were our 4 businesses, and that really started a lot of other people looking at it too. We get involved in a lot of community initiatives, and one of the things that I learned in my travels for my last book was that towns like Huntsville and Elora were really embracing the arts. So we tested an art crawl, and it was a success, and we threw it together in 6 weeks. Then we did another one. So this coming summer, we have our 3rd, and there's now a non-for-profit Art Amherstburg Society, and we've got a 3-day art crawl that is good for Amherstburg, but really it's something that the communities around Essex County can enjoy.
And then importantly, the Freedom Museum. We recognize how special the history of the Freedom Museum is, and just the whole history of the area. In February each year, we have the Windsor Symphony play at the church at the Freedom Museum. It's probably the best concert of the year.
And the other one we got involved with is Art Windsor-Essex. We're a boat collector of the arts. You can see it in this room. And I did a cold call on Jennifer Madalek, who's the executive director, and said, I've got an idea to do a pop-up show up here. She said yes, and she says, I've got an idea for you. And if you look around our town, we have 8 Look Again reproductions from their collection. So now we have a relationship with them. Anything that will help the community, we're there.
And for me, it's a wonderful community of people. It's a creative community, it's a generous community. We have wonderful people working in all of our shops. It's just wonderful to be working with everybody and just developing something that people can enjoy.
If we'd done all of this in Toronto, it not only would have broke through the clutter, I don't think we'd be engaged. This is really personal. I'm in the bookstore, and we say hello to people. We walk the streets and we say hello to everyone. I joke that it's kind of like I'm running for mayor, which I'm not going to do. It's a small town.
Yeah, it's community.
We believe in small towns. We believe in the county of Essex, and to be recognized that we are actually acting on our beliefs is nice. It's always nice to be recognized.
We thoroughly enjoy what we're doing, so to get the feedback that other people are enjoying it as well is wonderful.